大家好，这是2013年的第一个安息圣日。那么在今天早上，我想利用2首赞美诗，跟大家分享我们心中对神的感想。第一首诗是差不多160年前盲诗人 Fanny Crosby 所写的一首诗，也是大家非常熟悉的主一路引导我。我相信这一首诗是很充分的形容到我们对过去神引导我们的感想。这首我们大家都熟悉，所以我们就不唱。另外一首诗是过去最近50多年才写的。他写那首诗的时候，可以说是在他的生命中陷得最低谷的时候。写这首诗的人名字叫做Ira Stanfield， 他是一个年轻的传道家，也是一个音乐家。他的太太也是一个音乐家，常常配合他先生一起出去布道唱歌。但是慢慢的，他的太太对这种生活觉得不满，他觉得只是在教会里唱歌不能表达他的所拥有的天分，所以他就要自己出去闯一份天下，就离开了她丈夫出去。但是她还没有成名之前，就不幸的遇了车祸丧生。就在这个时候 ，Ira Stanfield 听到消息，觉得非常伤心，非常难过。但是为了鼓励他自己，而且鼓励其他的人的话，他就写了这一首诗，告诉我们说，主在过去引导我，但是在将来他也会引导我，而且他是唯一能够掌管我们明天的主。所以今天我想用这一首诗跟大家一起分享，我知谁掌管明天。这可能是你们不太熟悉的一首歌，所以我先唱一次，那么第2次我们大家再唱一遍，好不好？ 深深的相信主掌管我们的明天，也会牵着我们的手。
撒母耳记上第7章第12节。撒母耳将一块石头立在以斯巴和善的中间，给石头起名叫以便以谢，说到如今耶和华都帮助我们。
First Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. Then Samuel took a stone and set it up between Mizpah and Shen. He named it Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far has the Lord helped us."
各位弟兄姊妹，新年快乐！
Brothers and sisters, Happy New Year before our feet.
就像我们特别音乐所唱的一样，我不知明天的道路。
Just as we have just sung, we do not know what tomorrow holds.
我们不知道我们人生路程当中会发生什么。
We do not know what will happen in our life's journey.
我们也不知道我们会遭遇怎么样的气候。
And we may not know what kind of elements we encounter.
但是我们深信一件事情。
But we deeply believe in one thing.
我们深信上帝在我们的人生当中与我们同行，一路引导我们。
And that is, God is going to be walking with us.
我们也深信他要在我们人生当中用他的话来指引我们前进的方向。
And we truly believe that He will use His words to guide us in our walk.
所以把他的话存在我们心里。
And so we should keep His words in our heart.
那让我们能够在我们人生当中时时有神的话来引导我们。
So that constantly we may have His words guiding us.
所以我们先来看一下我们2013年1月份的存心节。
So let's look at our memory verse for the month of January.
我们还是用这个，因为那一章的话英文有点模糊，我们就用这一章。我们先读一遍中文的，然后我们请蔡医生读一遍英文的，然后我们再尝试着背一遍中文的，尝试着背一遍英文的。腓立比书第4章第6节，应当一无挂虑，只要凡事借着祷告、祈求和感谢，将你们所要的告诉神。腓立比书4章6节。
Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God.
OK， 我们尝试着背一遍中文哈。应当一无挂虑，只要凡事借着祷告、祈求和感谢，将你们所要的告诉神。腓立比书4章6节。
Whether read it again in English. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. Philippians 4:6.
今天我们读到一节圣经。
Today we've just read a passage.
是记载在撒母耳记上第7章第12节。
It was taken from the first book of Samuel, chapter 7, verse 12.
那这里面有一句话，也有一个特别的地方。
In it contains a sentence and the name of a very special place.
也许我们很容易就会让这句话从我们脑海里面掠过去，没有留在我们的心里面。
And we could easily let this phrase slide from our memory.
但是这一句话却是很多基督徒人生当中的力量的一个源头。
And yet this should be that sentence that provides the strength for many Christians.
圣经描写的好像很简单，说撒母耳有一天将一块石头立在米斯巴和善的中间，然后就给那个石头起了一个名字，叫做以便以谢。
And in this passage, it describes a simple act of Samuel putting a stone between Mesbah and Shen and then naming it Ebenezer.
那以便以谢翻译出来的意思，如果让我们每个人都能够明白的意思，就是耶和华到如今都帮助我们。
And Ebenezer translated meaning, thus far has the Lord helped us.
当撒母耳去立这块石头的时候，他的内心里面是有很多的感想的。
When Samuel set forth to set this stone up, there were a lot of thoughts going through his mind.
因为当他去回顾他自己人生的历程的时候，
Because as he looked back upon his own life's journey,
也回顾自己这个民族曾经过往走过的这将近100多年的时光的时候，
and also reviewing what his own people have experienced during the past 100 years.
这当中有许多的屈辱。
And in that period, they had suffered a lot of abuse.
有很多让他们觉得心里面不愉快、不舒服的事情。
And a lot of unpleasant things that they have experienced.
他们曾经软弱到一个地步，人家想要怎么欺负他们就怎么样欺负他们。
To the point where they were so weak, they were being bullied by anybody at any time.
也在过去这100多年的时间里面，他们一直惧怕一个民族，那就是非利士。
And during that 100 years, their constant enemy were the Philistines.
以色列人一想起非利士人，就会觉得很害怕，因为觉得说这是一个强大的、几乎不能战胜的敌人。
And the Israelites feared the Philistines because they were constantly their strongest enemy.
除非是有神来帮助我们，要不然我们是不可能战胜这个敌人。
And they knew that unless God was helping them, there was no way they can gain the upper hand against the Philistines.
除非上帝能够使用一个非常厉害的一个领袖，要不然的话，我们是没有办法逃离这个阴影。
And unless God raised up a strong leader, the Israelites felt that they could not escape from the shadow of the Philistines.
所以，当撒母耳出现在以色列众人面前的时候，大家就认为说：“哦，这个人就是我们心中最理想的一个人选。”
And so when Samuel was raised to be the point of the leader of the Israelites, they felt that now we have a leader that's going to lead us out of our misery.
而在以撒母耳记上第7章的时候，撒母耳也确确实实带领以色列人打了一场大胜仗。
And in the first part of chapter 7 of 1 Samuel, it described the great battle that Samuel had just led the Israelites over the Philistines.
如果照着中国的惯例，
And according to the usual way the Chinese would have acted,
那这个时候也是要立一块石头的。
they would also erect a stone at this time.
那这块石头呢，我们把它叫做是碑。
And in China, we call this the monument.
然后这碑上呢，一定要大写特写呢，某年某月某日，在某一位英明神武的大人物的带领下面，我们获得怎么样的胜利？
And so on that monument would be inscribed in detail how under this great leader on such a time, such a place, the country gained a great victory.
如果以中国历史的标准来看，撒母耳是够这个资格来立这块碑的。
And from the Chinese standards, Samuel truly qualified to be so honored.
但是在那一个时候，撒母耳做了一件事情，
But at that time, Samuel did something different.
他告诉所有的以色列人说
he told all the assembled Israelites,
他说：“我撒母耳所能够给你们带来的帮助是有限的。”
he says, I, Samuel, the help that I can give you is limited.
如果我们要讲到谁是帮助我们，撒母耳说：“你们一定要在你们的人生当中记得一件事情，唯有耶和华帮助我们。”
And when you think of anybody who's able to give you help, you must remember this, that in your life, the only person that can help you is the Lord.
耶和华到如今都帮助我们。
For the Lord has helped us thus far.
这句话是没有有效期的。
And this sentence implies that His help is not limited to time.
我们对任何一个人讲话说：“哎，我要帮助你。”我们这句话是有效期的。
And you know, when we deal with our fellow beings, when we say we'll help you, our help is limited and is conditioned.
我可以对我的女儿、对我的孩子们说：“我要帮助你们。”
For instance, I can tell my children, I want to help you.
但是这个帮助是有时间的限制的。
But then my help is limited. There is a time limit to my help.
我现在年轻力壮，
Right now, I'm young and strong.
他们还不到10岁，
And my children are still very young, under the years of 10.
很自然我能够帮助到他们。
And of course, naturally, at this moment, I can help them.
所以我可以理直气壮对我的孩子说：“孩子，我要帮助你。”
And so I can very, very forcefully say, children, I can help you.
但中国人讲得很清楚，说30年河西，30年河东，30年河西。
But things change with the passing of time.
我想30年之后，可能我的孩子就要来到我的面前，理直气壮跟我说：“爸爸，我要帮助你。”
Because it could be in 30 years' time, my children come to me and say, Dad, we can help you.
那因为那个时候他比我强。
Because at that time, they probably will be stronger than I.
那再往后的话，我想我的人生当中没有资格再对我身边的人说我要帮助你，因为我可能年老体衰了。
And after that, it could come a point when I could not even say I can help anybody because at that time I would be weak.
我可以讲说我心有余，但力不足。
He could be at the point where he felt that he wanted to help, but he did not have the strength to help.
唯有那位上帝，他可以给我们每一个人一个应许。
Only God, He is the only one that He can give us this promise.
他会告诉我们每一个人说：“到如今，我都帮助你。”
Because He can tell us that even until now, I can still help you.
今天是2013年的第一个安息。
Today we celebrate the first Sabbath of 2013.
在这一段时间里面，我一直在回想我们圣国华人教会我们曾经走过的时光。
And during this past period, I've been thinking back of the situation here in St. Gabriel.
圣诞节那一天，我看见我们有这么多的人来参加这个聚会的时候，我心里面有很多的感慨。
And when we celebrated Christmas last year and witnessed the attendance, the large attendance, a lot of thoughts went through my mind.
这里面有许许多多弟兄姊妹的辛劳，
Because it involved a lot of hard work by the brothers and sisters.
有很多弟兄姊妹不计回报的付出。
A lot of them were not, they were contributing without worrying about being rewarded.
但是如果我们再往后面想的话，我们要知道说，那是因为上帝到如今都帮助我们。
But if we search it deeper, then we realize that truly God has helped us even until now.
所以我们要把一切荣耀归给神。
And so we should give God the glory.
因为是他为我们成就这样的工作。
Because He has helped us to achieve what we have
我
done.
们也深信我们还要继续再往前行。
And we have to believe that as we go forward,
我们也知道说我们在前面会有许多的艰难，会有许多的挑战，也会有许多的障碍。
and there will be a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges facing us in the future.
但是我们知道上帝的话永远在我们生命当中有效。
But we also know that God's words will remain true and be able to keep His words till the end.
每当任何时候，当我们来到神的面前的时候，上帝要对我们每个人说：“到如今，我都帮助你了。”
Because each time as we come before God, we can still remember what God said. Until now, I have still continued to help.
帮助到什么时候？
And how much longer is He going to help us?
帮助到永永远远，
He's going to help us forever and ever.
因为他是一位永远的神。
Because He's an everlasting God.
所以我希望我们在这新的一年当中，我们在座的每位弟兄姊妹，
And so it is my prayer that during this coming year, each one of us present today,
我们能够常常想到这是上帝的教会，
that we'll constantly bear in mind that this is God's church.
传福音是我们所能够为上帝做的最好的工作。
To preach the gospel is the best thing that we can do for God.
让一个人能够认识神，是我们能够给他的最好的礼物。
And to enable others to know God is the best gift we can give to that person.
我们也有我们的目标，
We have our goals,
我们也愿意把这目标带到上帝的面前。
and we would like to place our goals before God.
我也恳求大家能够为这个目标来向上帝祷告。
And I urge you earnestly that you will pray for this.
但是我深信一句话，
But I also deeply believe in this.
是上帝告诉我们每一个人。
And this is the same thing that God is telling each one of us.
上帝告诉我们说，上帝能够借着运行在我们心里的大力，
That God, through His Spirit working through us,
下面是什么？充充足足的成就一切。
that He is able to help us accomplish everything
超过我们所求所想。
beyond what we even ask or contemplate.
我们今年来到上帝面前，我们求说，上帝，我们的人数要增长10%，我们的奉献要增长10%，我们的聚会的人数要增长30%。
Today, as we come before God, we are requesting that we'll grow by 10%, our tithe will increase by 10%, and our attendance will increase by 30%.
每天为这个目标来向上帝求，
And for that, we pray every day.
站起来的时候为这个目标去努力。
And then we will get up and work hard towards these goals.
上帝要为我们成就超过我们所求所想，
God will help us accomplish far beyond we had asked for.
因为上帝在我们每一个人的生命当中留下一块石头，
Because God has left this stone in the hearts of every one of us.
那块石头叫做以便以谢。
And that stone is called Ebenezer.
耶和华到如今都帮助我们，
Thus far the Lord has helped us.
所以让我们能够有勇气，也让我们能够有神所给我们的能力去做上帝所托付给我们的工作。
So let us have courage and let us have faith and go forth and do His work.